Alrighty, folks, we went 6-1 on my premium page yesterday. We had the Padres, Tampa Bay Rays, Brewers under in the Pirates game, Cubs on the alternate run line, and we also hit on a two-team parlay. And that's now going to put us at 3-0 in our last three daily best plays on my premium page as well. Before we go ahead and move on, just want to take a quick time out and welcome you to my free pick video here today for Monday, July 7th, 2025. Happy Monday to you. Hopefully you had a great 4th of July weekend, and hopefully you weren't in Ocean City, Maryland, because TikTok said that place was wild on the 4th of July. Did not look very safe. That's a shame. Ocean City, Maryland was always a really good, safe place to vacation. It was horrible by the looks of TikTok over the weekend. But anyway, if you're joining me for the first time here today, my name is Brock Page. I've been dishing out free sports picks on YouTube since 2016. And with that, folks, we're going to dive right into some free content. Going to take a look at that Rays-Tigers matchup. That'll be a 6:40 Eastern first pitch. Tampa Bay is minus $130, totals 9 runs. Shane Baz for the Rays, Keter Montero for Detroit. Now, Montero has recorded only one loss on this season. He actually comes into today's matchup with a 3-1 record on the year. And these Tiger pitchers have been getting plenty of run support. Detroit's currently in the top 5 in runs per game. Riley Green with 22 homers, 71 RBI. Gleyber Torres with an on-base percentage in the high 300s. Of course, as a team, the Tigers are coming fresh off a 3-game sweep of the Guardians. 7-3 straight-up record in their last 10 as well. And they're facing a Tampa team on the other side who's actually struggled a bit over the past week or so. Losers of 5 out of their last 7 ball games. Bottom 10 in strikeouts per game on the road. And these Rays pitchers have definitely struggled with Detroit in recent gatherings. They've allowed over 5.4 runs a game in their last 10 head-to-head meetings. So if you're into historical trends, you certainly want to think about that one there. And we could see more of the same with starting pitcher Shane Baz. The righty comes into today's contest with an ERA of 4.33. Now, 6 out of the Rays' last 10 ball games did get over the total. 4-3 to the over in their last 7 on the road. I like the Tigers plus $110, over 9. Rockies, Red Sox, 7:10 Eastern start. Boston's minus 230, totals 9. Richard Fitz for the Bo Sox. Austin Gomber for Colorado. Now, Gomber still in search of his first win in 2025. Currently has an ERA of 5.49. And these Rockies pitchers have been cheeks for most of the season. They're allowing nearly 11 hits per contest. And they're facing a Boston lineup who actually has little problems getting base runners. The Red Sox do have a top 5 hit producing lineup. And out of their last 10 meetings with the Rockies, well, they really tattooed this Colorado pitching staff. They averaged 6.3 runs a game during that time frame. Now, 7 out of the Red Sox last 10 outings did get over the total. 4-2 to the over in their last 6 at Fenway. I like the Red Sox minus 1.5, over 9. Marlins, Reds, 7:10 Eastern start. Cincinnati's $1.35, totals 9. Brady Singer for the Reds. Jansen Junk for Miami. Of course, as a team, the Marlins did drop 3 out of their last 5 ball games. They've got a losing record in their travels. And as a staff, these Marlins pitchers are allowing nearly double-digit hits a game on the road. And they're facing a Cincy lineup who ranks in the top 10 in runs per game. Little issues getting on the scoreboard. Ellie De La Cruz with 18 homers, 60 RBI. TJ Friedl with an on-base percentage of 368. And because of that run support, starting pitcher Brady Singer comes into today's matchup with 7 recorded wins on the year. Now, total-wise, 7 out of the Reds' last 10 meetings with Miami got over the total. So if you're into historical trends, plenty of overs to go around. course, the Marlins with overs in their last 4 straight on the road. Give me the Reds minus 135, over 9. Dodgers, Brewers, 7:40 Eastern start. LA is minus 140, totals 8. Yoshi Yamamoto for the Dodgers. Freddie Peralta for Milwaukee. Peralta's 9-4 with an ERA in the 2s. The righty's punched out 104 batters and currently has a 1.09 whip. Of course, as a staff, the Brewers have done their best pitching at American Family Field. They're averaging over 9.6 strikeouts per 9 as the home team. They're facing a Dodger lineup who actually struggles with strikeouts in the box. They're averaging nearly double-digit strikeouts a game on the road. They also saw unders in 3 out of their last 4 away from home, 7-3 to the under in their last 10 at any location. Meanwhile, Brewer games went 60% to the under in their last 10 themselves. I like the Brewers plus about 20, under 8. Pirates, Royals, 7:40 East. Kansas City's $1.50, totals 9. Noah Cameron for the Royals, Andrew Heaney for Pittsburgh. Now, Heaney's got 71 strikeouts on the year, whip of 1.20. This Pirate pitching staff has been tough to bat against on the road. They're allowing just 7.2 hits per 9 in their travels, and they're facing a KC lineup who's been pretty terrible hitting at Kauffman Stadium. They're actually amongst the lowest run-scoring teams at home in the game. And because of that lack of run support, starting pitcher Noah Cameron's recorded only 2 wins on the year thus far. 2-4 record through 56-plus innings of work. Give me the Pirates plus $1.30. Give me, spit it out, Junior. Give me the Pirates plus $1.30, getting the job done for some money line cash. Blue Jays, White Sox, 7:40 Eastern start. Not sure where it's at on our big screen. There it is. Toronto's minus $1.90, totals 9 runs. Jose Barrios for the Blue Jays, Sean Burke for Chicago. Now, Burke's punched out 73 hitters thus far. Chicago, they covered the run line in 3 out of their last 4 at Rate Field. And as bad as the White Sox have been this year, well, they've done a nice job against the run line this season. Chicago's covering in nearly 60% of their home games. And they're taking on a Toronto team who does not hit well on the road. The Blue Jays are averaging just 3.7 runs a game away from Rogers Center. When it comes to the total, 3 out of the White Sox last 4 contests on the South Side stayed under the number. 8-2 to the under in their last 10 at any location. I like the White Sox plus 1.5, under 9. Guardians, Astros, 8:10 Eastern start. Houston's $1.45, totals 8. Colton Gordon for the Astros, Tanner Bybee for Cleveland. Now, Bybee's just 4-9 on the year. Cleveland hasn't won a ball game in a real long time. The Guardians lost their last 10 straight, and they actually shut out 5 times during that span. They're facing a Houston pitching staff who's actually striking out 10.5 hitters a game at home, winners of 8 out of their last 10 contests. And out of 46 total ball games in their own building, the Astros currently have a .696 win percentage. Of course, on the mound, starting pitcher Colton Gordon, he's recorded only 1 loss this season. It's actually a 3-1 record coming into Monday's start. Now, total-wise, the Guardians saw unders in 7 out of their last 10. Actually went 5-2 to the under in their last 7 on the road. I like the Astros minus 145, under 8. Rangers, Angels, 9:38 East. Texas is $1.30, totals 8. Jacob deGrom for the Rangers, Yusei Kikuchi for the Angels. And we've got ourselves a pretty good matchup on the bump today. Both pitchers with ERAs in the 2s. Kikuchi's punched out 106 batters. Meanwhile, Jacob deGrom's got 100 strikeouts on the year himself, .89 whip. Now, 7 out of these teams' last 10 head-to-head meetings did fall under the total. So once again, if you're into historical trends, plenty of unders to go around. Rangers with unders in 3 out of their last 4 on the road. Meanwhile, Angel games went 60% to the under in their last 10 themselves. I like the under 8 runs. Diamondbacks, Padres, 940 East. San Diego's $1.25, totals 8. Yu Darvish making his season debut for the Padres. Zach Gallen for Arizona. The Gallen's just 6-9 on the year, ERA of 5.45. And as a team, the D-backs have struggled over the past few weeks. Losers of 7 out of their last 10. Bottom 5 in runs allowed on the mound. And they're facing a Padres lineup who's been very patient at the dish. San Diego's in the top 3 in walks per game at home, actually striking out just 6.1 times a game at Petco Park. I believe that is fewest in the league. Manny Machado with 52 ribbies on the year. Fernando Tatis with an on-base percentage of .355. 7 out of the Padres' last 10 meetings with Arizona got over the total. D-backs games went 7-3 to the over in their last 10 themselves. I like the Padres minus $1.25, over 8 runs. And with that, we're going to jump into our next and final breakdown for the video. Phillies, Giants, 945 East. Philadelphia's minus 145, total 7.5. Christopher Sanchez for the Phils. Landon Rupp for San Francisco. Now, the Giants dropped 5 out of their last 9 ball games, having a tough time getting on base. The Giants are in the bottom 5 in hits per game at home. They're facing a 7-2 Christopher Sanchez, ERA of 2.68, whip of 1.13. As a staff, the Phils have certainly racked up the strikeouts on the road. They're fanning nearly double-digit batters a game in their travels. Now, 3 out of the Phils' last 4 road games did stay under the total, 7-3 to the under in their last 10 at any location. Meanwhile, Giants games went 60% to the under in their last 10 themselves. I like the Phillies minus 145, under 7.5. And with that, folks, now it's time for our quick pick recap. I like the Tigers plus $1.10, over 9. Red Sox minus 1.5, over 9 runs. We went 6-1 in our 7 plays on my premium page yesterday on Sunday. Reds minus 135, over 9. Brewers plus $1.20, under 8. Give me Pittsburgh plus $1.30, getting the job done for some money line cash. White Sox plus 1.5, under 9. Astros minus 145, under 8. I like the under 8 in that Rangers-Angels matchup. Padres minus $1.25, over 8 runs. And give me the Phillies minus 145, under 7.5. With that, folks, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on my premium page. And just a friendly reminder, if you do sign up for a membership on my premium page, you're going to get access to that membership every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, all of my cheaper memberships are going to be included with your purchase. But most importantly, folks, gotta thank you for joining me right here on the free video. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. With that said, folks, happy Monday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my premium page.